Hey guys, Rob here with Deluks Gaming, and welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved Day 9. Jim Bob, we made it through 9 days. Jim Bob looks really happy. See that smile? See, that's a glowing smile. Wow, we gotta take you to the dentist. Looks like you got some cavities. Ha ha! Okay, so back to the laboratory. So I've done some massaging to this to try and make it a little bit better, and I think I'm getting pretty close to the proper 6:2 ratio. We're gonna do another experiment, but in the meantime, we do have enough. If you look at on my toolbar there, we've got 15 basic experimental pods, and we also have 3 basic PCBs, and I'm just letting it finish off. Yeah, so the way we had it before, it wasn't working well. We were getting way too many copper plates, and so I think I've got it kind of worked out so that it's gonna get work out so that we get a few less PCBs, and it's close. It's really, really close. May need to massage it just a little bit more, but it's close. Anyway, so we're ready to start building a laboratory. Ha ha ha! Yes. So laboratory is pretty straightforward. We need to have 27 pieces, 27 laboratory components, but each one of these is 9, so we only have to build 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3, done. And I like to have my laboratory on a pedestal, and you'll get to see why later, because I kind of have a system in how I do this too. I don't know if any of this is right or not. I don't know. I've just developed kind of ways that we do this. Now, when you're building such a large block, this is a 3x3x3 block. It comes in pieces, so each piece has its own little under construction, and then once it's all together, it's one complete block, and it'll all form at once. So yeah, you'll see here. So putting it all together here, one more layer. It's kind of cool how they do this. I hope there's more big buildings like this that you get to build in chunks. Yeah, there we go, and boom, we've got a laboratory. Wow, that's an eyesore. It's awesome, actually. I love the way the machines look. Like, it looks really, really, really cool. It looks like, I don't know, the Omega 13 or something. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. Oh, this laser is going to be in the way of some of the stuff that I want to do here, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. So the laboratory, let's talk about the laboratory. So the laboratory does not require research points. Now it's going to require to build, and only certain things require the laboratory. So for example, you can see them all here too as well. Anything that has the double dash, of course, is going to require the laboratory to work on. So basic minor upgrades 2, base building automation, and cold research, which we got from that cold block, which is great. And I'm tempted to make that our first thing, because that'll allow us to do some serious exploring. So let's go over and see what we need to do cold research. We click on that, and it tells us that we need 10 simplified experimental pods, 5 basic experimental pods, and it's going to require a whole lot of power to make that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit Start Project. You know what? We'll wait to do that. We need to get power to this thing, and we need to get our experimental pods attached to the unit. So we're going to do this all via proper conveyor belt, the nice fast conveyor belt. So let's just build a few extra of those. We're gonna do a upslope conveyor too as well. I like to keep three upsloped and 3 downsloped on me at all times, because I use them periodically, and I like to have a couple three of the turntables on me at all time too as well. Let's make sure all of that is in our proper bar here. So I think it's F3, yep. And we're gonna put the ups and the downs on the bar like so. Okay. So we're going to need a place for the experimental pods to come in. And like I said, we can have this all automated. We just got to put in the materials. It's going to go all the way through the machine. It's going to create the experimental pods with the research as pod assembler. Then it's going to go from there. It's going to take the pods. It's going to bring them to the research machine. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. It's like I had all this in mind. You might think that. Well, I kind of did. Okay, so we do have some experimental pods built already, so that's kind of cool. And it's going to go all the way into here, and we're going to do an upslope. An upslope is 6, like so. Pretty cool, eh? And then we need to do another hopper here at the actual machine to receive them. Now, of course, we should be using storage hoppers, and we'll eventually be using storage hoppers because they're a little bit faster, but this machine is not fast. This machine only goes as fast as the amount of power that you put into it, and it can virtually take an unlimited amount of power. So, with that in mind, we're going to start figuring out how we're going to set up our power. And I like to do walls of power. I don't know how other people do it. I have no idea. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just one a pyrothermic generator, and we're going to do it right on the... Actually, we're going to do it going in like that. You're like, what? And we're going to do a turntable here. And that is going to come in like so into our first little storage hopper, and we're going to throw a pyrothermic generator on attached to that, so it will start. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. Sorry, we need to give it a little bit more space. Right, because actually, let's build our power stuff to go. Let's build our pyrothermic generator and all that, so I can kind of do this properly. So we're going to need at least, well, we'll build a couple power storage blocks. We're going to need a pyrothermic generator, and I think that's it for now. So the power storage blocks, I do like, so you can put all the attached power to anywhere on this face. So you've got a 9-block area to put power, attach power to it. And I like to use every single block of that. And you can do that for every single face. I leave the center open. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple ways you can do this, right? But this is how I do it. So I'm going to attach a power block here, and the generators are going to be attached to that power block like so. We're going to rotate that because I like it facing the other way. We're going to do another block like that, and we're going to attach our hopper. The logistics hopper is fast enough for these, right? No point in spending. Whoops, that's not a hopper. Logistics hopper is fast enough for this. There's no reason to do anything else. Okay, there we go. And of course, the coal is going to go in like so, and it's going to fire up the pyrothermic generator, and it's going to power this power storage block, which therefore will put power into the laboratory. Now, the laboratory can store up to 3,000 power, but you know what? It's pretty irrelevant. This thing basically is designed to take as much power as you can put into it. The more power you put into it, the faster it's going to go. This is not a fast machine. Now, we're going to talk about why we wouldn't just throw a billion power generators on this thing to make it go instantaneous. Well, every single pyrothermic generator we put on our base is going to raise the threat level of our base. It creates pollution, and just like Factorio, the native creatures in this world do not like pollution. So what does that mean? That means it's going to create threat for the base, and eventually we'd get attacked if we don't prevent that from happening. So, and getting attacked is not necessarily a terrible thing, and that's where the tower defense comes in. But we need to build a threat detector so we know how much threat we're producing. It's just a little bit easier to tell anyway. I mean, I can already tell that we've got a little bit of threat happening. So we've got these threat scanners, provides an early warning system, estimates the threat generated by your base and the time until next attack. So we're going to build one of those, and they don't have to be attached to power or anything. So we're going to put it right beside Bob. Jim Bob, you're in charge of the threat detector, okay? He's like, he has too many responsibilities. As it is, he's also guarding the base. Look at him. He's like a little scarecrow. It's great. Wow, they've changed the graphic on that. That is very different than what it used to be. Actually, now it's going to sit in front of him. So I guess we'll put it beside him. It used to be much smaller than that. It's very cool. It's very pretty. So now you can tell on the bottom left. So threat scanner, power. Oh, does it need power now? It says power 0%. So maybe it needs power now. It didn't used to need power. Let's attach it to something that has power. Hold on, let's put it here. Whoops, nope, let's put it here. So power. Now, I guess, maybe if it has power, it sends an alarm or something. I've never actually had it attached to power. I didn't realize it used power. So you can see now, our base threat is approximately 71.8%. That means there's a 71.8% chance we'll be attacked. And as soon as there is, the threat is high enough, it'll tell us how long it's going to be before the attacks happen, and it's going to happen in waves, and of course we have to defend the base and blah, 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 blah. Now, if you're not ready to be attacked, you can coward out, like I like to do all the time. I like to take the coward's way out and use these little handy threat reducers. I'm going to build a couple of these. And each one of these will reduce the amount of threat that your base produces. I'm going to fix my bar here. Just give me one sec. We're going to go one. This is, I'm going to put this on the F1 bar. I'm going to put, I like to have that as 3. We're going to get rid of some of this extra stuff here because we don't need it. Yeah, let's put these conveyors here. Perfect. So these threat reducers also have to be attached to power, and they use a moderate amount of power. I mean, if you read it, actually, let's just read it here. It says it doesn't use very much power, but I think it uses more than they say. It uses a small amount of power to reduce your base's threat. Use this for a respite from attacks whilst you develop your base. And I often use them right away. And I often attach them to the things that are generating the most threat, which is our generators, right? Oh, that's not the thing. Hold on, 3. There we go. I'm gonna attach one right here. So they produce a little mist that apparently either eats pollution or just, I don't know, makes the insects in the world. And I say insects, and I mean insects, like there's wasps and stuff that will attack our base. So it reduces the amount of threat that our base produces. So now we can go back to our threat scanner, and we can see that our threat is starting to decline. So we have a comma reducing threat by 50%. So our base threat is going to start reducing. And I'm going to add another one of these to this right here. Sure, why not? And that, between those two, should reduce the amount of threat that we're producing. Now, I mean, the temptation to just build pyrothermic generators like crazy so that you can basically have your research done instantaneously is really tempting. But I urge you to be patient, or you're going to be spending a ton on threat reducers and turrets and stuff right away. But, I mean, being attacked is not a terrible thing because it gives you some resources that you can't get in any other way too as well. But, I don't know, at the beginning, I like to just kind of take it easy. So, there we go. Our base, our laboratory is slowly filling up with power. But we could actually get it started already because we've got a few basic pods ready to go. I think we've got 4 basic pods ready to go. And, yeah, let's fire it up because I want to get cold research done as soon as possible. So we've got 4 basics. We only need 1 more basic to get this thing going, and we need so we just need some plates. Yeah, the proportions are off right now. That's okay. We're gonna change this so that we just get some basic plates, just some copper plates. We're gonna rotate this so we don't actually activate the PCB when I put some stuff in here. So we're gonna go. Building this is gonna be a little bit of an art to build this so that it does, perfectly manage the amount of where the resources go. So we need, we've got 4 plates in there. We just need 2 more plates. So we're going to add 2 more copper bars. And that should be all we need for our copper, or our basic experimental pods, because we had 4 here, and yeah. So anyway, that's off and running. Good. So now we need to build simplified experimental pods. So we're going to put this back on, and we need how many? We need 10. We need 10 simplified experimental pods. So theoretically, to build 10 simplified experimental pods, build 10 of the experimental pods. We're going to use tin, and it's the same process as adding copper. And to build 10, we're going to need to add, let me see here, so 80, right? Because that'll build 60 tin plates, and then 20 of the PCBs, the tin PCBs, which are, I forget what they're called. So yeah, we need to add 80 tin, and we'll see if my machine works here. Let's clean out anything that's in here. Make sure... Yeah, because I think I've got some extra PCBs, basic PCBs. This is we're going to test the machine. We're going to see if the ratios will end up correct. So we're going to add 80 tin bars. So we're going to do Shift T 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So that should, in theory, build 60 tin plates and 20 of the tin PCBs. So how I have the system here is it's going to rotate, put one here, rotate, put one here, and then rotate, put one here. So we're going to so it's already 2 to 1. And then this machine is slower. So every once in a while, it's gonna stop the process and deny a bar coming in here. So that's, I mean, it's probably not going to work. I mean, be exactly right. If it is, I'll jump for joy. That would be super cool. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we're going to let that machine run, and I'm just going to rotate this conveyor for now because I don't want the machine to I want to see the end result here. We should see 10 of the experimental pods here, right? So yeah, I don't want them to actually go through the machine yet. So anyway, so this machine is running, and like I said, it's gonna go as fast as it possibly can, depending on the amount of power we've got. And that's not a lot right now, because seriously, in the end, I'm probably gonna have an entire wall on all sides of this of pyrothermic generators running all at once, and it's going to use an enormous amount of power and coal, and it's going to attract a lot of bad guys. But I'm not too worried about, I'm not anxious to be fighting the bad guys quite yet. Okay, one sec. Okay, well that machine's doing its thing. We are gonna do some more exploring. Yes, we have to go through the cold zone, but we can actually push through the cold zone and go deeper than that. Hopefully we'll be okay here. I don't know. I'm gonna get this ready. I'm gonna try and make it easier to get back up through that cold area because wow, oh right, I forgot I did that. Ah, that hurt. And of course, when you get hurt, it costs you power, and that's never a good thing. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to build this up all the way to the top, like so. Ouch. And we're gonna put light here, and then we're gonna go up. We're going to warm up for a second, and then we're gonna keep digging straight down. Just warm up for a second through the hypothermia. There we go. Carefully go down. There we go, like so, and let's go. We've got to go fairly fast here. Hopefully we don't fall down another hole, but we can get past this cold area. See, we made it past. There we go, yay! Okay, so let's mark this right about, actually we'll mark it right above us. There we go. I know it's super dark for you guys, but we're pushing through. We've got to find, oh, actually we could probably scan. Let's scan. Oh, so we just passed through something else? Hold on. Let's go back up here for a second. That might actually be... hold on. That might actually be something really important here. Oh, this is a cold area. Right? Oh, no. We're at minus 89 degrees. Wow, Celsius? That's crazy. Let's do a scan here. Okay, so let's actually just dig some of this out here. Okay, so these are just a different, this must be just another layer of something. Yeah, it's not actually an ore. So I'm just gonna fill this back in so it's not confusing when I come back up. Okay, so we're safe, we're safe. We're using a lot of power, of course, maintaining our temperature, but it's not overboard. Like, actually our temperature's coming down. Yeah, we're down to already, yeah, perfect. Oh, we ran into something. Oh, hold on. Iron. Oh, we ran into iron. Oh, okay. Well, we can push through this. I wonder how big of a... This is good, actually. I mean, this is great. We're gonna need more iron. Ooh, 500,000. Okay, let's maybe go around it. I don't really like that idea, but we gotta do what we gotta do right now. So let's go around and keep going down. Whew. Scary. We are what, 300 meters below the surface? This is, can you imagine? Like, this is terrifying. It's a good thing you're in a suit, but even in a suit, I'd be like, this is claustrophobia territory. Okay, I'm not going too fast just in case we end up falling through something. Whoa. Okay, it's time to do a scan. We do have a lot of power, so, oh, what's that? Oh, cool. Okay, I bet you that's got, oh, look, we've got a couple kicking around here. So let's go. Yeah, this is good. Let's push over. Exciting. There it is. There it is. This is, I don't know. It's an unknown block. Yay. Okay, so there is another material over here too as well. I wonder if it's the same one. I don't know. So let's, yeah, we'll probably be digging this all out then. Probably. If there's materials down here, absolutely we will, right? So, uh-oh. Ooh, we found a cavern, guys. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's just do another quick scan. Oh, wow, that's a big one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, actually... Oh, very exciting. Let's go back up. And try and match the height here. It might be the same resource. That's why I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time digging a new tunnel to the same resource, right? It might be titanium or nickel or gold. And if they're both gold or both, oh, see, yeah. All right, so what we can do actually is we can create a little walkway. How convenient. All the creature comforts of home. This is crazy. Look at this. Amazing. Oh, that crystal. It's a red crystal. Cool. Actually, I know that has value too. Very cool. And it's probably super dark. I apologize, guys, but I don't want to put down lights in an area that, you know, I guess it doesn't hurt. Let's put down a light. Sure. Can't really tell when I keep digging in like this anyway. Okay, so let's... We still got lots of power. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Let's scan. Ooh. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. There we go. Rebel. Scan. Oh, so this is... See, it says cannot rescan blocks. So this is something we've already scanned before, which means it's the same resource that we found in that other spot. But you know what? I'm going to take that crystal and replace it, Indiana Jones style, with a light. Let's build a little walkway. How convenient. What was that? I don't know. We gotta go research that. So that's cool. Yay! Oh, cool. Right on. We got some good stuff. Right on. And possibly, well, we do have another resource, but was there anything else nearby? So just that one. Okay. And then we... Oh, yeah, that was a layer of something. So we do have lots to research. Yay! Oh, very, very exciting. So, right, because we had to go around. So let's put we had to go around that iron. So let's put a light here so that we know that we had to kind of change direction. You know, we'll probably destroy that block of iron so that we have a nice clear path down too, eventually. But right now, I just, you know, it costs a lot of power to do that, so I didn't want to waste power when, you know, I didn't know what I was going to run into at that point. Yay, that was super fun. Oh, great. We're actually, and we found another whole huge cavern. I can't wait to sort of explore that a little bit more. Okay, I'll meet you upstairs. Okay, so we have some results from our experiments. We managed to build out of the 80 tin ore that we put in there that should have produced 10 experimental pods. We produced 8. And so we built two too many. Is that right? Too many? Yeah, too many of the PCBs. So we have to figure out a way to slow it down just a little bit more. And I've got some ideas of how to do that. I think we need to let me think about that, but we still need to get a few more tin plates. So we needed to add 2 plus 6 is 8 tin bars to finish it off. Okay, so let's add, I already added 2, so let's add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, you can see the advantage of having this set up so that it's timed well, right? That way I don't have to worry about this micromanaging thing. I hate micromanaging. I want to be able to build a machine that does all the thinking for me, so I never have to worry about it again. And the nice thing is, once I've got this set up, you know, in every game that I play of FortressCraft Evolved, I can use that same machine. So I just gotta play with it a little bit, and so that's one of the areas that I was looking. So see how it kind of got stuck there? So I'm wondering if maybe I space out these machines a little bit better, like maybe move these machines over by 1. That might make enough of a difference to fix the machine. But until then, we're pretty much good to go here. So we can actually get these back on, or get these on the line now. So all 10 experimental pods should be built or being built. And this machine, we haven't even made it. So we went down, we did all that exploring, and we haven't even made it through 1 full experimental pod. That we need way more power to make this machine work. And the other thing is this little whatchamacallit, the calmer, I guess they're called, or yeah, calmers, whatever. The threat reducers. They only work if there's power available, and because this research pod assembler is working all the time, it's using up all the power. Therefore, this thing's pretty useless here. So we're gonna put the calmer. I don't know. We don't have a lot of choices right now. We'll put it right here for now. It's gonna look funny. Gonna have it sideways. There we go. Gotta do whatever works, right? And I think we've got more than enough base power. Yeah, so there we go. Perfect. So, and that way, now our base threat is 0%, and that's what I want right now. Perfect. Okay, so let's start adding some, we need to add some pyrothermic generators and stuff to that. So let's build a bunch in bulk here, whatever we can. We're gonna build 1, 2, 3. Pardon me. Sometimes when I talk a lot, I get the coughs. We'll convert those mini hoppers to... yeah, we can also... Yeah, the window. Oh, I can't wait to try this. I wonder... We'll look at that in a second. Let's change these hoppers to... Mini hoppers, we're going to change them to logistics hoppers. So we'll grab 2 of those. And pyrothermic generators, let's grab another 2 of those. And we're going to add to our wall. So let's add this... and this, and then we're gonna go to tab 3, we're going to add some more of the storage hoppers. Just the basic logistic storage hoppers is fine. We're going to rotate this one so it's all matching. Whoops. I don't know why that's important to me, but it's important. I like to have everything all matching and looking nice. Okay, and we're going to add some more power blocks. We can build the Mark IIs now. The Mark IIs are pretty good. They can hold, whereas these power storage blocks can only hold 200. The Mark IIs can hold 1,500, but they require 4 of these power storage blocks plus some tin, I believe. So let's rotate that, and we're going to put, whoops, I'm going to put some of these down right here. Perfect. So that should triple our power output. Oh, right, we have to fix this here as well. So what I do for these is I do that, and I do, oh, I'll take that one, put that one here, and then we're going to take and we're going to put a turntable right in the center there. So the turntable will either put it in here or send it to the side, and then the sides will move it into the actual logistics hoppers. There we go, like that. Isn't that cool? And then we're going to build up on the sides and all the way around. Like, we're going to build a wall of these things. We just got to keep our threat under control, so as those fire up, we should start to see a little bit of threat, but it won't be too bad. We've got the 2 threat reducers, should be okay, but that increases the speed of our research by 3, but it's still not enough. We're gonna have to just pump it. We're gonna be filling, there's gonna be tons of those. Okay, guys, I think we're almost out of time. And the thing is, once this, oh wow. Okay, yeah, once we've got enough experimental pods, which actually doesn't take that long to build, once we've got enough experimental pods, it's just a matter of waiting. So this machine is pretty much going to go dormant now for a while. We could prepare for the next set. We could be building some extra ones, but I like to build them as they come. Like I said, this machine's way faster than the research machine. So yeah, okay, so let's take a look at some of those aesthetic blocks. I think we're just about out of time, but I think we have time to take a look at a couple of aesthetics. Yeah, I think we've got a couple minutes here. Okay, so let's go. So we go to our personal crafting menu. I saw those windows there. Ah, here we are. So I don't know why they don't put that under aesthetics. Like, why wouldn't they put these blocks, the windows, why wouldn't they put, oh, space window, useful for looking into the guts of your base. And windows, a weak window has wooden frames. So, oh, we need iron plates for those. Okay, so let's build some iron plates. Cool, iron plates to build windows? Shouldn't we need sand? I know there's sand in the game. I don't understand. Okay, so let's rotate this, because we're just building plates. So we don't want to build any PCBs, and we're going to throw in, I don't know, I want to build quite a few of those. So let's go F7, F6, and throw in 20 iron bars. We'll make 20 iron plates. Oh, that's so exciting. That's actually super exciting. Oh, I got my math wrong on these. I built extra tin plates. I did get my math wrong on that. Okay, whatever. It's fine. So we'll get some iron plates, and then we'll build some windows. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know why the developer chose to put it in defense. Maybe it's because, I don't know. I have no idea. I want to try both. Well, we could build one of these windows, a couple of these windows, and see what that looks like. Because somebody in the comments below, oh, we're out of time, but that's okay. Somebody in the comments below was saying, why don't we put some kind of glass or something here so we could see through and see our actual conveyor belt working, which I think is a brilliant idea. So let's, oh, and we've got some research to do too as well, but I want to try this window. Okay, so number 9 is a window. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I can still walk on it. And this is only wood. It's only wood to build this. So it's basically just a wooden frame. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the iron plate one. I know we're going to be using lots of this stuff, so I mean, it doesn't hurt to have it. We don't have any iron plates yet? Oh! Oh no, sorry. Yeah, there we go. 15 iron plates. Let's build a couple windows and see what that looks like. Okay, let's go to our crafting menu. Window. Our space window, that's it. Let's build a couple of those and see what that looks like. I think I'm probably going to do the space windows. Space windows. Sounds cool, too. Oh, yes. Look at that. That looks really great. That looks really cool. I really like that. But I can't access a block behind it, right? So, yeah. So I need to leave that one open. But, yeah, we could totally do that for our entire... Oh, that's great. Oh, that'll look awesome. That way we can see what's going on in the underground, too, as well, which is super cool. Let's build... craft a whole bunch of them. Whole crap done. And we'll throw these down like right here. And then we'll go do that research and then we'll go. I think it was a very productive day. Actually, we got our research going. And, oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? That is so snazzy. That's really awesome. Okay, and let's do some research. So we got unknown materials. Look at this. Okay, so there's sand. See what I was saying? Yeah, there's sand in the game. I don't know why that wouldn't be window material, or use iron and sand to make the certain types of windows. Then we've got gold. We found gold, and we also found I don't know. We got to wait for some power to drain in here. So cool. We found gold. Oh, we could actually start harvesting that right away and bring that up. Or at least get some mines down there so that it's started, right? Get that process started. We're so close. We're so close. Okay, I'll skip ahead until we have enough power. Okay, there we go. And it's, oh right, the ruby crystal. So these low-level crystals can be polished up and used in a variety of lenses and other useful items. Yeah, they can be turned into lenses that it can improve the speed and the rate of transfer for these lasers moving amongst themselves. So that's kind of cool, right? So yeah, I don't know if I can actually build those things yet. I don't think so. I think we need to do some research for that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of FortressCraft Evolved. It's going well. We've got our laboratory is up and running. We're getting closer to getting the right formula for this, and we've done some serious research and some exploring. Next time, we're going to get some mines up and start harvesting some gold, although I would have preferred that be titanium or nickel, but I mean, gold still has its uses too, and there's some things that we can't build without it. So anyway, guys, we will talk to you soon. Take care.